Shalom, shalom. Israel's brother Zahab, y'all are coming back at you with another cold cut. I like to give all praises and honor due to the Heavenly Father, right? Yahweh Shema Shah. Right, I like to give honors and praise to the men out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth and honesty and sincerity, right? Waking up the hopeful elect, right? Making their bodies a living sacrifice for the hopeful elect, and the mighty Aqua, the sisters in this truth, holding it down for their households, guiding their households, laying down their life and their neck for the ministry, man, right? Being like their mighty foremothers and their mighty children, shalom, shalom, keeping the commandments in their parents' households as well, right? Today, we're going to go over forsaking your own way and doing the will of the Lord. Because obviously our way doesn't work, man. Our way isn't the way. We have to seek the will of the Heavenly Father, and I'm speaking to myself included, man. We got to forsake our own way and do the will of the Lord, man. Right? I'm just cast off all devices, cast off all sin and iniquity, and forget about it and just move forward, man. Right? And seek after the ways of the Lord from now on. From this day forward, the Most High woke you up today. So you have another chance to become a godly person. You have another chance to take that step to become a new person today. What are we going to do? Are we going to forsake this day, or are you going to use this day as a building stone, as a building block to move forward and guide your life the right direction for the Lord? It's Romans 15:1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. So you're not on this earth to please yourself. I don't know who told you, the world told you, you are on the earth to please yourself. Do what you want to do. You have one life to live. My body, my choice. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm just going to get drunk. No, that's not why you're here. You're on a mission. Jake, Eve, that's watching this video, that know who you're an Israelite, that know what you're supposed to be doing, that know you're supposed to be guiding the households, teaching the kids the commandments. You are on a mission, man. We have to fulfill this mission. We're not from this world, man. And the Lord told you that. You're not here to please yourself, to make the flesh feel good. All right? Let's go to the book of John 15, just to show that. John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. The Lord chose you out of this world. In 2 Timothy 2 and verse 3 on down, right? 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3 on down, the Lord chose you to be a soldier. The Lord chose you to be a soldier. It wasn't of your own will that you're just not in the world, man. The Lord did that for you, man. He chose you out of the world, man. And that's why when we're out of this world, we have a job to do. We have a mission to complete. You're here to help seal the hopeful elect, use this world and not abuse this world, right? And guess what? That's your mission. All right? You're not here to overindulge in the ways and the festivities of this life, man. The Lord never told you to do that. You know, you're going to concerts and your revelings and your riotings and your banquetings, man. The Lord didn't say do all that, man. He gave you all of that in righteousness. You have to seek after the Lord's the law, man, the law of the Lord, and teach that. That's your mission, all right? Let's go to the book of 2 Ezra 13. Let's see what Ezra did. This 2 Ezra 13:54. For thou hast forsaken thine own way and applied thy diligence unto my law and sought it. So you got to forsake your own way. You got to forsake the way that got you into sin and iniquity, right? The Lord told you specific directions on how to defeat Satan, on how to defeat your demons, right? And he gave you examples all throughout the scriptures. He gave you laws to keep, man, and how to order your life in wisdom, right? And it says, and applied thy diligence unto my law and sought it. Hey, what does the word sought mean? Sought means to look after, to find, to seek. Like how you seek after, or you sought after a remote, or you sought after that your phone. You lost your phone. You sought after. You're flipping couches. You're asking people, can you call my phone? Right? You're going outside. You looked in the car 3 times. Came back and looked at the car one more time to make it 4 times. Right? You're looking under the seats. You're soughting after it, man. That's how you got to do after the laws of the Lord. You have to seek after that. Sought after that. You're in the books every day. You're just in the books. Right? You're looking through the books. Right? You're looking through the laws. You're teaching it. Right? You're remembering the precepts. You got the flashcards. Right? So that's what you got to do with the laws of the Lord. And it says, thy life hast thou ordered in wisdom and has called understanding thy mother. You gotta order your life in wisdom, because you're gonna be judged for everything you do on this earth, man. So you have to literally make wise decisions every single day, right? So you don't be judged according to the evil of your doings, right? And how do you do that? By ordering your life in wisdom, or who's seeking after the Lord's law. It's Colossians chapter 4 and 5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. So you have to walk in wisdom. Why? Not only for yourself and your own salvation, because you got others looking at you too, right? If you're in this truth, you're on a pedestal, right? You're a light to you're a light to the Gentiles. You have other people, whether it's brothers and sisters, even other nations, man. They're looking at you. They're looking at your works, and they're looking at how you conduct yourself and how you move in this life, man. So you have to walk in wisdom toward those that are without, to those that don't have the wisdom, to those that don't have the law, statutes, commandments. You have to be a made an example, man. You have to be an ambassador. Let me go to 2 Corinthians. This 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 20. Now then we are ambassadors for Hamashiach, as though the Most High did beseech you by us. We pray you in Hamashiach's stead be reconciled to the Most High. So what are ambassadors? Ambassadors is a person that represents a government or an army, right? So ambassadors of America, they literally represent the whole country of America, and they go to these different countries and make diplomacies. They meet different ambassadors, and they're there on the behalf of their country or their nation. If you're an ambassador of Hamashiach, you're literally a representation of your whole nation every single day. Whatever you do, if you do something off, guess what? Now the whole Hebrew Israelite, it's not just this camp or that camp. No, all of you, all of us, man, are blamed for it. So we have to be an example at continually, right? It's 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. We can't give offense in anything. We can't give them any opportunity for any worldly person or any person, period, right, to blame the ministry for your action, from your unrighteous actions, for you not seeking after the Lord's law, man. Right? Like I said, you're not here to please yourself. You're here to be an ambassador for the Lord. That's your job description. That's your title. That's what you got to do. That's the business of the Lord, man. And we got work to do, right? So we can't. Let me go to 1 Timothy. We have to be an example. There's a gift in you, man, because you're not from this world. The Lord chose you. Let me actually go to Psalm 65 and 4. The Lord literally chose you to do His will. It's Psalm chapter 65 and verse 4. Blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and causest to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. So the Lord said, blessed is the man whom thou choosest. The Lord chose you, man. The Lord chose us for this mission. The Lord chose us to seek after His law, right? How you choose your pair of shoes, or you're the captain of a basketball team or a football team or track, and you're choosing your players. Right? Okay, I think that brother's gonna be good for the job. Let me choose him. You're on my team, okay? He can do this a little bit well more than him. Let me choose him, right? And you looking, right? When you choose something, you're very diligent on how you do it. You're not choosing anything, man. You're not throwing stuff at a wall and see what sticks. The Lord wasn't throwing things at a wall and see what stuck. The Lord already chose you from the foundation of the world, man, to hear this truth, man, and to come into this thing. Now let's just fulfill our role and walk in this thing the best way that we can, man, by not pleasing ourselves, man. Right, but doing this on the behalf of the whole nation of Israel, representing the whole nation of Israel. All right, let's get another precept. It's Jeremiah chapter 1 and 4. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before the Lord formed you in the belly, He knew you. He knew your spirit. He created your spirit. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. The Most High ordained you to do your job. He ordained you, whether you're a prophet, right? Whether you're a teacher, you're an apostle, whatever office that you have, man. The Lord ordained you. You're just a reader, or you hold posts mightily. Whatever you do, man, the Lord brought you out of the world and ordained you from the beginning of the world, man. So how much more of a task we have to do to fulfill our roles, to fulfill our job, man, and to seek after the ways of the Lord, and seek after His law and sort it, and not do our own thing, man. And it's going to be a fight. Let me go to Sirach 2-1, the classic. And it's going to be a fight, man. You're going to have different things trying to throw you off your course throughout the day. It's Sirach 2-1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Because you're at war. You have to prepare your soul for temptation. Prepare your soul for different things to try to throw you off track, man. Well, Jake say, hey, I'm on a mission, but I got these haters out here trying to throw me off my square, man. Right? Hey, you got demons out here, hey, disguised in the form of human beings trying to throw you off your course every day. You're trying to serve the Lord, but they're trying to derail you from your mission. But you always got to remember your mission. You got to remember your mindset, man. Right? Let me go to Genesis chapter 37. Let's get a righteous example of a man that wasn't thrown off his square. This is Genesis chapter. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37. And let me see. No, Genesis chapter 39. And I start at verse 6. I start at verse 5. And it came to pass, I start verse 4. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer of his house, and all that he had he put into his hand. So Joseph was made overseer of Pharaoh's house, and everything was committed into Joseph's hand, man. Right? He was on a very high level. Verse 5, and it came to pass from that time. So he had a great business to do. He just wasn't an ordinary dude, man. He was calling shots in Pharaoh's house. Right? And it came to pass from that time he had made him overseer in the house and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand. And he knew not all he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. So Joseph was well favored, a goodly person. Hey, the Lord blessed the whole house of Pharaoh just because of Joseph. Right? Verse 7. And now look what happens. Joseph's on the mission. He's doing his job. But look what happens. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph. So that demon came out in Pharaoh's wife. That demon entered into Pharaoh's wife to kind of try to get Joseph off his square. And she said, lie with me. Right? She said, hey, lay down with me. Come do this with me real quick. Right? Hey, and that's that demon, man. Let me go to Sirach 19:2. Joseph is a man of understanding, but what can make men of understanding fall away? And Joseph knew this. It's Sirach 19:2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. So he knew if he cleaved to this woman or gave his soul unto this woman, he would become impudent. Everything he worked for would have been lost. Right? Joseph's a man to understand, but this woman could have easily led him away if he gave into that demon. But guess what Joseph did? But he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath into my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against Yahweh? He didn't say sin against Pharaoh. He said sin against the Most High. How can I do this great wickedness and go off and do this evil against the Lord by committing adultery with this man's wife? I'm not going to be thrown off my square by this woman. I got a work to do, man. So I refuse. Verse 10, and it came to pass as she spake to Joseph day by day. Hey, guess what? That demon just didn't stop. He rebuked that demon. Did it stop? Did it never come back again? Right? Did it never come back again? It said day by day. Day by day was this man Joseph almost thrown off his square. Day by day was this demon itching at Joseph to try to get him to sin, to try to get him to fall off. Day by day, these demons are coming at you. Every time you wake up in the morning, you struggle with that pornography demon. You don't know where it came from. You just woke up, right? And now you're in a battle. As soon as you open your eyes, you take your first breath of damn air, deep breath of air at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now you got a damn demon on you. Or it's 12 o'clock in the morning and you know you should be sleeping, but you got a demon on you. Or it's 5 o'clock in the middle of the day. Hey, day by day, these demons are going to try to attack you, man. And you can't be thrown off your square. You have to be prepared at all points in the day. It says she spake to Joseph day by day that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her or to be with her, man. So, hey, every single day she was on it. This demon, she was on fire for this demon. Joseph was on fire for the Lord. It's a spiritual battle, man. Who's gonna be more on fire for their office? Either that demon is gonna be more on fire for the spiritual demon Satan doing his job, or you're gonna be on fire for the Lord doing your job. But one of these things, somebody's gonna win. And guess what? If you're on fire for the Lord, you're always gonna win, man. All right, choosing the Lord. Verse 11, and it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business. So, hey, he had his mission. He had his daily business he had to do, man. But what? And there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me. And guess what? That demon popped up again. This time, this demon got a little bit more stronger. It's war, man. This demon went to the drawing board. Okay. She said, okay, I go to him day by day with my words and it's not working. Maybe if I grab him up and I touch him physically, maybe he would give in to me, man. Right? So he went in to do his business, and guess what? That demon blindsided him and caught him by his garment. Now, what did Joseph do? And it came to pass when she saw that he had left his garment. Oh, Slakia, verse 12, and she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me and he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. Hey, it said he got him out. Meaning he got him out of there, man. Joseph didn't say, hey, stop it. Joseph didn't say, why are you doing this to me? He didn't waste no time, man. Right? Like them people in this scary movie, man. Right? Those Edomites that always want to investigate something. Well, what is that? Well, what is this? Hey, no. Joseph got him out, man. He left the garment in her hand. Like, he just said no words. It was just action, man. That's how he was. That was his mindset, man, for the Lord. And he got his business done, right? And it says, and it came to pass when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, then she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, see, he hath brought in a Hebrew unto us to mock us. He had came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice, man. And guess what? That demon kept being a demon, man. And as you read on, hey, guess what? Joseph was accused of wrongdoing, but the Lord looked out for him because the Lord knew his integrity, man. Right? But that's a perfect example of you trying to do or a man trying to do his business, and these demons, they come in to attack you day by day. Hey, guess what? You got to seek after the Lord. You got to do the will of the Lord, man. Let me go to 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. Let's see what the will of the Most High is. It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. I start verse 1. Furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Yahushua, that as you have received of us how you ought to walk and to please the Most High, so you would abound more and more. So we're walking to please the Most High, not walking to please ourselves, as we read in Romans 15:1. That's the only way you're going to grow and abound in this truth. That's the only way you're planted as a seed. That's the only way you're going to grow as a cedar tree or as a palm tree, man. Right? Verse 3, for this is the will of the Most High, even your sanctification. You have to sanctify yourself, man. Right? That you should abstain from fornication. And one of the ways is to abstain from fornication. Joseph abstained from fornication. And that's going on a physical level, and that's also going on a spiritual level. You don't want to serve different idols and different gods. And spiritual fornication can be as small as you choosing a blunt over the Most High, or you choosing to be a drunkard instead of serving the Lord, or you choosing to be with the people of the world and act like a worldly man or woman than the will of the Lord. That's fornication, because now you're serving different gods when you should have been serving the Most High, right? That every one of you should know how to possess this vessel in sanctification and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence. The lust of concupiscence is the lust after evil sexual things, evil sexual desires, things that are forbidden, even as the Gentiles which know not the Most High. But the Lord chose you out of the world, man. So if you really want to know the Lord, you're going to possess yourself in sanctification and honor, right? You're not going to be like the Gentiles which know not the Most High. Verse 6, that no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such. And we also have forewarned you and testified. For the Most High have not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness. So you have to sanctify yourself by, guess what? Doing the will and the law of the Lord. Because he didn't call you unto uncleanness. He called you to holiness, man. And that's what we got to do. And that's what we have to do, man. All right, let's get another precept in Matthew 16. So denying yourself, saying no to yourself, and saying no to your lusts and temptations and desires. Like, again, I'm speaking to myself. I got to do better at this as well. Hey, we all got to do better at this as well. You know who I'm talking to, man. That you got to do better at saying no to yourself and disciplining yourself and doing the will of the Lord as a good soldier for Hamashiach. This is Matthew 16:24. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, if any man will come after me, so if you're going to follow the Lord, if you're going to come after the Lord, what do we have to do? Let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. You got to bear your burdens. You may really want to do something. You have urges. Your urges are it's telling you to do it. But that's your burden, man, because you're going to keep denying yourself. You're going to say, no, I'm not doing it. Right? You're going to discipline yourself, man. And that's what it looks like if you want to follow after the Lord. Because I quoted it earlier, but you have to remember the Lord chose you to be a soldier in this thing, man. The Lord gave you this day to repent, man, and to look forward. It's 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 3. Thou, meaning you, and therefore endure hardness as a good soldier, Yahushua Mashiach. The Lord said you have to endure hardness as a good soldier. As a good soldier. When you endure something, you go through it. You don't give into it, but you go through it. You feel it. You just gotta endure, man. Long suffering, right? And guess what? If you're a good soldier, you're gonna endure hardness. You're gonna choose hard, man. You gotta choose hard. It's hard to say no, but you gotta say no because you're gonna crown your life. Let me go to Sirach chapter 19. All right, this is Sirach chapter 19 and verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. So if you're resisting pleasures, you're putting a crown on your life, man. Hey, you got a crown up there in the third heaven, man. Right? Your life is hid with Yahushua. It tells you that in Colossians chapter 3 and verse 2. Your life is hid with the Lord. And if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, guess what? You got a crown up there as well. Right? He that resisteth his pleasures crowneth his life, man. Right? And that's what it means to endure hardness. It's to resist those pleasures that your flesh wants. Right? 1 Peter 2 and 11, man. You're at war with your flesh. You know, you're at war with your flesh. All right, let's get another precept. 2 Ezra chapter 7:57. Let's prove that. It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 7:57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. So the Lord said you have to fight. There's no options to this. There is no you most likely will fight. You know, some people don't get a chance to fight, but you know, I chose you. No, the Lord said you're a soldier. You have to fight, man. You have to prove that you can be in the Lord's army. You know how you have terms and agreements, right? You have the contract, you have the terms and agreements. Hey, the condition of the battle, in the terms and agreements, it says you will fight for me. You will fight on the behalf of my name. You're going to be an ambassador. I'm going to give you a mission, but you're going to have different things throughout your day to try to throw you off your course in your mission. Different demons. It can be women, men, doctrines, devils, smoking, anything, man. Demons will try to come at you, man. This is the condition of the battle. Here you go. Fight my battle, man. Right? Fight it, man. If you want my kingdom. And it says that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. So if you let these demons overrun you, if you let your job or your mission be derailed by other things, if Joseph was to let that woman derail him, he was going to suffer. He was going to die, man. Right? But guess what, man? If you get derailed, you're going to suffer as thou hast said, man. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Hey, so if you get the victory, guess what? The Lord said you're going to receive the thing he said. What did the Lord say that he was going to come with, man? Let's go to Revelations. We got to put ourselves in remembrance, man. Sometimes we just got to remind ourselves what the Lord is coming with. Sometimes we got to remind ourselves what the Lord is coming with, man. This is Revelations 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly. So the Lord's coming quickly, man. The reward, hey, this battle is not that you're fighting is not long, man. It's not going to be for long. It's temporary. So he's coming quickly. And my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. So the Lord's reward is with him. He has his reward. The reward is the kingdom of heaven according as your work shall be. How much work did you put in fighting these demons? How much work did you put in overcoming your battles? You got to have more wins than losses. And your kill death ratio got to be above a damn 3, man, or 1. If those that play Call of Duty know what I'm talking about. You can't go negative. You got to go positive. You got to have more wins than losses in this thing, man. Right? And you got to grind so your works can outweigh your bad works. Your good works got to outweigh your bad works, man. So you can receive the victory and you can receive the reward, man. Right? Let me go to the book of First. Because like I said, we got to put these things in remembrance, man. We got to remember why we're here. We got to remember our jobs and our duties and our descriptions on the earth. It's the book of 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 12. Wherefore, I would not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things. So the Lord said he would never be negligent to put you in remembrance of these things, man. I can't be negligent to put myself in remembrance and others in remembrance. You can't be negligent to put those that are around you in remembrance of what you gotta do, man. You always gotta, you know, you might be at the workplace like, damn, what was I supposed to be doing again? And you kind of ask your supervisor, hey, what was my job again? Okay, I'm gonna get this done. And so you gotta know what you gotta do, right? If you don't know, then hey, brothers and sisters will put you into remembrance, right? Of these things, though you know them and be established in the present truth, yea, I think it meet as long as I am in this tabernacle to stir you up by putting you in remembrance. And guess what? As long as we're in these fleshly bodies, we have to continue to exhort and we got to continue to put brothers and sisters in remembrance. That's our job. And that's what we have to do, man. Right? So, hey, fight your demons today. Seek after the law of the Lord. Do what you got to do to overcome and to fulfill your mission, your battle. Because remember, you're in a mission, man. I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Have a mighty day today, man. Right, Lord willing, you was edified, you took good notes, right? And let's do our jobs today, man. And let's fight these demons and overcome. I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Shah, my mighty Shah, Shalom.